concert is tonight. The concert is tonight.
But they were also kind of like,
Oh,
guys, so it was fun.
it's in somebody's backyard. Yes, ma'am. I love you. I love you. I love you very, very much. Okay, well, we'll too. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk tomorrow because I guess it'll be too late when I get home. But I love you.
What is it? Maybe it moved to. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
I can move it like out here
Yeah.
to the side.
We're gonna have trash right out here in just a second. You got it? Okay. No sense in me trying to stumble over everything. I'll fall. We know this. Bradley, you good? You need anything?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think I'm on the way. So Aaron's driving taking forever.
He does like an old man.
Aaron drives like an old man.
I was driving behind Aaron the other day and I was like, track.
I got like right down. I mean, you don't really fill it to the very brim. Yeah. Like it's a gut. It's a lot. It's a lot. But
What do you want?
I want to get these beautifully set in my belt and up the back. Either way, they're gonna sit.
we got some color in the
6:06, 6:07. We ready? They ready? What's the?
Yeah, I think.
Do we have the nod? Like,
Yeah, I think Adam is just tuning up his guitar. And whenever, and the rest are in the back warming up, and whenever they're done, we'll kind of get going.
all right, sounds good.
We're already live on Facebook right now. So.
Awesome.
Carol, come take a selfie. Okay, one sec. Leah.
Fancy meeting you.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. I pulled it. I was like, oh my gosh, it made me cry. Right, because you painted it. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. I will get with you later. Okay.
But that's cool. Funny question. The context.
Indeed.
I had the same Harlem, New York t-shirt 20 years ago.
No way.
20 years ago.
I got this from Harlem.
20 years ago. That's awesome. The
Still
same
worn
one.
it today.
I should have. Too old now. No, I'm joking. You muted, yeah?
Yeah.
That's why I can't hear.
Do you want to hear? What do you want to hear?
I was so pissed to say that. We were so pissed to say that. I was like, it's way too serious. I don't know how you. Okay, so I was just gonna ask you how long you've been married. Okay, so I cut my dad till like October. I cut like yeah. And then
Oh, the eyes up. Because oh yeah, so you can there's like the little holes with the little camera.
because you've got like it passed out.
I don't really need it, honestly, but some people like never can exact. Some people like I want this.
I was just thinking, like, I have some pictures of me and oh my god! I was trying to circle way back in my Instagram. I'll find it and show it to you. I think we were in Sheffield. Yeah.
tonight.
About time, I think.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I just put on one.
She actually, I think, wants me to do the introduction because she'll cry if she does.
Have to introduce if you want. It's just whether or not you want to welcome people.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Ready?
Well, why don't we make sure Carol's there?
Okay. Good call. So everybody can see her cry anyway.
Don't want to miss it. Well, yeah, we're ready when you are. So we'll just wait over there and you can bring Carol out. Hey, how you doing?
Regina, how are ya?
Marcia, good to see you.
It's Marisa, but that's okay.
Marisa?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now you're famous because you're on the wall of the studio, right?
Oh yeah.
You are famous.
Alright. It's ready for the intro. Yeah. Are you? I mean, I don't know. I was planning on doing it.
You can do it.
Oh, I got you. I believe in you.
How many years? You know, you could like come nearby. Okay.
I'm muting.
Probably don't need to mute.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm loud enough. Y'all doing alright tonight?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Who here has seen the Adam Group live before? So yeah, we said about 50-50. That seems. So it's gonna be a great show. These guys are Carol's. She has a whole like blurb, but I don't remember it. But like favorite band basically of all time.
Yes, they're the best.
And how many years now? They're
I think we were trying to figure out. Somebody said, what was it, 2013, 14?
Yeah,
13, 14.
it was your first show at Wishbone Studios.
So that was 9 years ago.
Yep.
wow.
Wow,
Less than a
time
decade later.
flies.
And it seems like it was yesterday.
I know, right? So much has changed.
So, Carol and I just want to welcome you all. We're glad you're here. We hope you have a blast. And without further ado,
Adam Ezra.
Hi. Just so y'all know too, it's not just us in this backyard. We are live streaming right now to a bunch of our gatherers all over the country and maybe a few from all around the world right now. So hey gatherers, how you doing?
Also, I have bug spray if you'll need it.
And Carol has bug spray if y'all need it. Well, I want to be everyone's solution. I want a solution to myself. I want to engage in absolution. I want to whip myself with someone else. Don't know if I taste it in my bloodstream or I am bleeding from the tongue. I will not have time to sort these answers when these answers never come. Here to shine, shine like sun. Sunny day, day is done. Done for now. Now is the time from another day and another sunshine. Hey, 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 hey. I want to fight hard against oppression. I want to repress the urge to fall. I want to walk softly with discretion. I want to discreet to kick the walls. Don't know if my soul's like the ocean, shedding back colors from the sun. Maybe the sun will hold these answers when these answers never come. Come on. Live to shine, shine like sun. Sunny day, day is done, done for now. And now is the time of another day and another sunshine. Hey, 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 hey. Maybe these answers will come marching in staggered formation down the hall. Maybe your asking is the cancer destined to slowly kill us all. And maybe we all just seek salvation, shuffling our patterns in the sand. Maybe the sand the prophet, kicking discreetly in our hand. Lift and shine, shine like sun, sunny day. Day is done, done for now, and now is the time for another day. Come on, and another sunshine. Lift and shine, shine like sun, sunny day. Day is done for now, and now is the time for another day. Oh, and another sun. Another sun. Thank you very much. Can you all hear everything okay? Yeah? She like coffee in the morning, butter on her bread. She like the sound of danger, but she plays it safe instead. She like all the nasty weather, she will take it every time. But she says nothing's feeling better than those first rays of sunshine. And she struts along the path that she is on. She says you cannot know the right road when you're worried that it's wrong. Ooh, every curve, you've got us spinning like a drug. Your smile reminds us how we love. And when you walk into the room, we all go na-na-na, ba-na-na-na. Politics and philosophy while she's cutting up your floor. She drinks Jameson and Jameson and Jameson some more. She's always eating vegan except for bacon when it's round. 'Cause Erica believes that moderation keeps you grounded. She said, boys, play it fast and play it rough. 'Cause life is packed with moments and they don't last long enough. Ooh, every come, you've got us spinning like a drug. Your smile reminds us how we love. And when you walk into the room, we all go na-na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na. We go na-na-na. And there were times of consternation, misplaced the spot behind our eyes. Moments of hesitation. Here come Erica. She said, let's go out at the moon. Here come Erica. You know we do it all for you. Ooh, every come, you've got us spinning like a drug. Your smile reminds us how we love. And when you walk into the room, we all go na-na-na, 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 we go na-na-na, na-na-na. We go we go didn't even realize that that show at Wishbones was 2013. First one. Pretty amazing. And so for those of you, how many of you all are seeing us for the very first time? Okay. Oh my gosh. Hi. Hi. Well, we're from Boston, Massachusetts, and we would not really become. We randomly got hired one tour. I don't know how it happened, too. I don't know how they found us, because we'd really never played in Alabama before at all. We were on tour opening up for an artist named Corey Smith out of Georgia, and we were touring around the South, and our agent called us and he said, you know, that Sunday that you have off, you want to play, there's a theater in Montgomery, Alabama called the Capri that wants to have you come down and play on a Sunday. And I said, why? No, I was ecstatic. I didn't think that anyone in the state of Alabama would want us to come and play, much less at a nice theater. And we had a great time, but we met Rick and Elizabeth Hansen, and Rick has kind of single-handedly, through just grit and determination, continued to figure out ways to have us sneak over to Montgomery on tours, and it's for 9 years now. That's an amazing thing. That is an amazing thing, and some of you may know his band, Bama Sound. And one of our favorite bands down here, and so anyways, I got a lot of memories going on. We're playing tomorrow with we're gonna play tomorrow. Where are we playing tomorrow? Cloverdale. All right. Cafe Louisa?
Yeah, go ahead and announce that too, because I know everybody here that's seen y'all for the first time is gonna want to see you again.
I know there's some of you that are planning to already see us tomorrow too. Which is great, because that's the best kind of, I love that, because when I know that that means we won't repeat a lot of songs in the 2 days, which is fun for us. But we got a slew of requests so far tonight, so we're gonna kind of just keep on playing them for a little while and take our time, and I just appreciate, especially you first timers showing up in the backyard to see a band you don't know. That's gutsy. This next song is gonna feature our fiddle player, Karina Smith. Sitting most of the night, sipping this beer, feeling alright with my old buddies lined up at the bar. The box playing soft and low, about to pay my tab, hit the road, and just my luck, someone played that song. Now I'm switching whiskey before the memory gets me. Feel it tune the time, let it bind me all the way down. A long time I saw it's over tomorrow. Tonight I fly so high I can't be found. Till I don't care, she don't even miss me. I'm switching the whiskey. Plain as day, the night she took my breath away, dancing like a carousel on fire. Through the barroom smoke, her blue eyes shining, holding her like she was mine, and the beer ain't strong enough to ease my mind. No, I'm switching the whiskey before the memory gets me. fell it to the top, let it find me on the way down. I'm all drown my sorrow, so up tomorrow. Tonight I fly so high I can't be found. I'm only on Jack, shot for shot. Gonna match these tears drop for drop. I need something strong to wash the pain away. I'm switching whiskey. So high I can't be found. See, I don't care, she don't even miss me. I'm switching to whiskey.
Do you need some bug spray?
All right, well, that was, you just met Karina, who scampered out. But one of my favorite things for you, first timers, is, man, I love writing songs and I love playing songs. And I feel so lucky to get to do it for a living. But I feel even more lucky to get to do it with three of my favorite musicians in the world. And so, so you met Karina. Time for y'all to meet our bass player. Give it up for Poche Ponce. chain on my chest. I got the tight brown leather with the bulletproof vest. The backdoor hustle with the card on my sleeve. You're looking for the crime, then you're looking for me. So come on. I'm in the nine sharp like something you told. The city screen vision in my hand and my gun. It's a conflagration I've ever become. You see smoke rise, it's already begun. Hey, hey, come on. Give me a beat, come. One night back at your trail behind, but you will not catch what you cannot find. Come on. Blaze through, be no bust a bag on the drop. The Eldorado, a gun up for the cops. I got the black bag waiting, baby, up in the well. The asphalt on run like a bat out of hell. I got 43 hound dogs up on my trail. You go buy songs and sing on the rail. The prime time play and you never believe. The damn fine day in the life of a thief. Hey, hey, come on, give me a beat, go. You pull it back and you trail behind it, you will not care. Hey, hey, come on, give me a beat, go. You pull it back and you trail behind it, you will not care what you cannot find. Hey, don't come on now. Give me a beat, gone now. You're falling back in your trail behind. But you will not catch what you cannot find. But you cannot find, you cannot find. Hey, come on. Give me a beat, gone. You're falling back in your trail behind. And you will not catch. Hey, come on. Give me a beat, gone. You're falling back in your trail behind. And you will not catch. But you cannot find. Yeah. No. It's a damn fun day in the life of a thief. Whew. All right. Well, now that I'm sweaty, we're going to get experimental. So you should notice that we in this band believe that we should never spend an entire night in our comfort zone. Because our favorite kind of art is the kind of art that reflects life. And life is never perfect. And so, I mean, don't get me wrong, we're going to try to be perfect for you on this song. But my bandies had never tried this song. Two of them had never heard this song before we did sound check. And we played through it a couple times. And it's a brand new song that I just wrote a couple weeks ago on a new instrument I'm learning. You gatherers, I've played it for you online, but this will be a first time that we're attempting this as a band. So we don't know what's going to happen.
I'm glad you're amused by that.
Poche, the gatherers are calling you Purple Poche. Because you have the purple light on you and you're drinking out of a purple cup, they're calling you Purple Poche.
Purple Poche. That's hard to say.
Purple Poche.
Okay, so I think this song is going to be called Revelate. The sun comes up shifting to drive. Another day I'm still alive. My heart is full, my mind is clear. With the things I'll do while I'm still here. Bring the fire, bring the water. Revelate, yeah. The person that I'm trying to be. future that I'm trying to see. No matter how I try to plan, joy and sorrow hand in hand. Bring the fire, bring the water, rippling. All of my love is, all of my love is, all of my love is coming down now. All of my love is, all of my love is, all I have, feel it, I can feel it calling. When I'm twisted up and small, when I'm standing twice as tall, when I'm holding on too tight, man, when I sing it all just right. Bring the fire, bring the water, rippling. Man, the answer's written across the sky. This carnival will pass me by. And when I'm gone, there will remain this tapestry of storm and flame. Bring that fire, bring the water, rippling. All of my love is, all of my love is, all of my love is coming down now. All of my love is, all of my love is, all I have, feel it, I can feel it calling. That song makes me feel happy when I sing it. All right, we're gonna do another request of Carol's. And she specifically said that she not only wanted to hear this song, but she wanted to hear the story that went along with it.
Oh, hold on. That's it.
Oh, did she just have
One
to go
second.
outside?
Yeah, she just went outside.
Carol! Carol!
I saw the requested story behind it.
Oh, nice.
And so,
Nice.
I'll go see if Mom has one. Nope. Be out for the concert.
Carol, you can take care of your hosting duties. That's all right. We can play it later for you if you
No,
want.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
You sure? It is a challenging thing to host a concert in your own home.
It's amazing. Bucket list, check.
Well, okay, so there are things in my life that I'm not proud of, that I've done, mistakes that I've made, many, many, many failures, and a lot more failures than successes, I would say. And I actually think about this a lot. I think that the people that are pushing themselves to the very limits of what they can do, the reality of that is every single day you're going to fail in little ways. Because you're pushing yourself, right? And some of the times I've failed in ways that I'm proud of, and some of the times I've failed in ways that I'm ashamed of. And usually those times when I'm especially ashamed, I like to write songs about the experience and serve them up for public consumption. It makes me feel a little bit better about myself. But this is a story about losing a girl. That's not a great way to describe it because I never really had the girl to begin with, but I did. I tried. I traveled a long way. I traveled from Boston to North Carolina to find this girl, okay, to tell her how I felt about her. It did not go well, but I got a song out of it. This song is called Desperate Plea from the Heart of a Shithead.
Yeah, your input's sounding very well. That's okay.
Is that a little better? Okay. I find myself lost for the first time. All of the moments I had to myself are now spent picturing you. But I am not cross, and this ain't a goodbye. I'm convinced that you one day will realize the pain that you're putting me through. 'Cause I worked on a farm, met a girl with a charm in a stable. We'd laugh all the time, drank our cranberry wine in a fable. Her lips tasted sweet and I loved her as much as I was able. But I could not fall when I'd recall how when you and I would walk down the street, the sky would tuck itself around our heads, and all of the people we'd meet would come to life in the story we'd said. And I just don't know when this will happen again. If you are not set intractably forward with your cool boyfriend, your job, and your home, it's a 5-hour trip if you fly. You can come live with me down here in the basement. It's cold in the winter, wet in the summer, but I know that we could get by. 'Cause I went into town, I met a girl in a gown and a bar. She was smart, talked about art, drank her champagne and ate caviar. We made love in the back of her stretch Cadillac fancy car. But I could not fall when I'd recall how when you and I figured it out, time was just space for our breath. It would tangle and spiral and soar past the trees that all swayed around our heads. And I just don't know when this will happen again. If I could just say, no, I'm a shithead. No, it was me that took off and left you, but I was just anxious and dumb. I don't know what I've learned I still march to a dyslexic drummer. Maybe I just needed some time to myself to write all these songs that I've sung. As I've traveled throughout this whole world, lived without and within. I read newspapers and books, learned how heroes and crooks lose a win. I even tried me some drugs, and I still ain't found love. Then again, I start to fall when I recall you and I standing alone, with the glowing sun closing its eyes, as we'd melt into one in the dark and make our own mountains and skies. And my beat-up guitar sounds like rain as it pours out the soul of the world, which is filled with regrets and mistakes in the hearts of a fella and girl. And it all breathes in time in his song, in flashes of blistering red. It will find you wherever you are and wrap itself around both our heads. 'Cause I just don't know when this will happen
Okay, we're gonna try something else. Last night was a rocking one. Yes. Coming soon. Rain keep falling heavy on my head. My brothers and my sisters holding hands and marching on is the only thing that gets me out of bed. I may cross, baby Jordan. I may face rising tide. Well, I got a simple plan to get us through these stormy days. Hold on to each other, find a way. We got to hold on to each other, find a way. We got the preachers on the left, the politicians there on the right, and the news shouts panic everywhere we turn. But when the ones who talk the loudest also pay themselves the most, you better question what they're trying to make you learn. I may cross River Jordan. I may face rising tide. When their cards are on the table, there's only one good hand to play. Hold on to each other, find a way. We've got to hold on to each other, find a way. I am marching for tomorrow. Sometimes I do despair that I don't possess the will to carry on. But my brothers and my sisters keep me tethered to the wheel, and I know they keep on singing when I'm gone. I may cross River Jordan. I may face the rising tide. Let our voices be a beacon till we live in better days. Hold on to each other, find a way. I said, in our darkest hour, this is what we must relay. Hold on to each other, find a way. Woo! Through the troubles told you we were getting experimental playing that new song, right? Well, that's not even the newest song. So I'm going to get a little more experimental. I wrote a song on Saturday that I was at a songwriters festival down in Captiva Island in Florida. 3 days of... This was a cool festival because it wasn't a festival like you picture. It wasn't like big stars on a big stage. This was a songwriters festival, so it was people that write the songs for a lot of the big stars that you hear on the radio that are on the big stages. And it was really cool. And they didn't have... And it was just me down there, and my bandies, it was just, you know, people with their guitars. But the concerts weren't like one person playing a concert. You'd have 2 different songwriters, sometimes 3 different songwriters up on stage, and you'd take turns trading songs on the stage. It was really cool and inspiring to be surrounded by so many incredible writers. Some of you know this, and some of you are just meeting me. I'm a new father. My daughter Willa just turned 1, something like 12 days ago, 14 days ago. And man, and don't get me wrong, I love touring and I love playing music, and I love it whether I'm playing a big fancy stage or a big theater or a big festival or playing in a backyard with strange sounding bugs in the air, you know?
Welcome to Alabama.
I really do, but man, it's different. It's different now that a big piece of me lives outside of my own body right now.
Yes.
And so I was missing my daughter. I was taking a walk on the beach in the morning, and I was collecting seashells for her to bring back, you know. And it just it inspired a song. So I'm gonna see if I can remember all the words and play it for you, if that's okay. This one is called "Pocket Full of Seashells," I think. I've been walking out for miles now, sand under my feet, collecting little seashells as I go. 16 shows in 18 days, promises to keep, but there are moments I can stop and take it slow. And if I had a nickel for every bar I played, or if I had $1 for every nickel made, maybe I could think about staying home a while, but that ain't in the cards right now. I'll get down on my knees and I will testify my faith to the heavens where the darkness meets the light. A life that's worth the living is built on all the love we make. So I'll gather all my courage and I'll take all the luck I find, with a pocket full of seashells and my daughter on my mind. Maybe she will keep them in a jar up in her room. She might make a necklace or a crown. She might say when her friends' daddies drop them off to school that hers is out there somewhere thinking about her. I'll get down on my knees and I will testify my faith to the heavens where the darkness meets the light. That a life that's worth the living is built on all the love we make. So I'll gather all my courage and I'll take all the
luck I find with a pocket full of seashells and my daughter on my mind. I love the life I chose, and I won't have any other. You won't catch me feeling sorry for myself. And this day will pass in whispers that become a memory that will live inside a jar of little shells. Get down on my knees and I will testify my faith to the heavens where the darkness meets the light. That a life that's worth the living is built on all the love we make. So I'll gather all my courage and I'll take all the luck I find with a pocket full of seashells and my daughter on my mind. With a pocket full of seashells and my daughter on my mind. Carol, you want to sing one with me?
Yes.
I would be honored.
Okay.
Yay.
Why don't you sing on Karina's microphone over there? And I said, why don't you sing one with me? But you should just sing this song.
There you go.
You should just sing this song. Maybe I'll chime in a little bit. Okay, I'll help you. I'll help you if you lose your way.
Okay, but I need lyrics on my phone.
Are you ready?
Hold on, I just can't believe that I'm singing with Adam Ezra in my own backyard. Hold on. Holy shit, y'all.
See, I already messed it up. We'll try it again.
Gold is for the sun, red takes all the fun, green I come undone, on forever. These are things I know, learn them as I grow, leave them when I go, on forever. Dazzled by the sense, singed with my regrets, spinning out in perfect disarray. I do not have the gift to see in black and white, but I'm okay by you tonight. Y'all are so sweet. Morning's my surprise, day is my disguise, night I realize, on forever. Sometimes I can't hide when they all collide, try to keep my stride, on forever. Wait to breathe my fate, try not to hesitate, and understand it's all just in my head. Differentiate the wrong from right. I got distracted. But I'm okay by you tonight. Beginning
Cool. I also noticed, Riley, how purple those lights really are. And if you want to adjust them, you are totally welcome to. All right, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do something kind of interesting and unique tonight. I'm going to play one more song, acoustic. It's a song I did not write. I know it's one of Carol's favorites that I sing, and that I like to sing. It's one of my favorite songs to sing. And then afterwards, we have some students here, some vocal students. Is it a vocal class or is it a music class? Musicians and singers. Okay, awesome. And so we have some students here, and you gatherers at home, and their teacher is also here, and thought that this might be a good opportunity for them to maybe ask some questions if they had any. If y'all have any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them. I told your teacher before the show started. This won't be an example of good vocal technique, if that's what you're looking to learn. This is a song written by a great songwriter named Leonard Cohen, who I wish was still alive today. There was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you, and she tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne. She cut your hair out from your knees. She drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Baby, I have been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. You know I used to live alone before.
have seen your flag on the Marble Arch, and love is not a victory march. It's cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Where there was a time you'd let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do you? But remember when I moved in you, and the Holy Dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah. 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 Oh, yeah. Maybe there is a God above, but all I have ever learned from love is how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. And it's not a cry that you hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light, it's cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Thank you very much. Okay, so here's what I think our plan should be. If you students, or really anyone else, has any questions, let's take a few minutes to answer some of them, and then maybe we'll take a short break and stretch our legs, and y'all can fill up your glasses if you want to, or you can eat some tacos or pee or whatever you got to do, and then we'll come and play some more music. But in the meantime, are there any questions, especially you students have? Yeah. Hi. Oh, hello.
My name's Kat.
Hey, Kat. Okay, I'm Adam. Nice to meet you.
Question. So, how did you really get into songwriting? And how do you really get to like writer's block? How do you get past that?
All right. So I didn't come to songwriting the way that I think most people come to songwriting. I never tried to learn how to be a songwriter or a singer. When I was still a student, I felt like I needed to understand the world a little bit before I became an adult, and I did some traveling. I lived in South Africa for a little while, and in a small little township, and I went to a black university there because I felt like I needed to try to understand what it was like to be a minority. And then I went up to Canada, and I became a dairy farmer for a little while. And during that time, I brought the guitar with me, and I made this pact with myself that the things that I was experiencing, for good and bad, that I would try to think about them through music, and I would try to sort and understand them through music. And playing the guitar, I have really terrible handwriting. I'm a really slow reader. I love to read, but I'm a really slow reader. Words are not a natural thing for me, and so sometimes, and I've trained myself to do this, I find if I'm feeling something or I'm experiencing something, even if I'm not sure what that is, I let it come out through this and then through this. And sometimes this is gibberish, right, at first, and then the words come and the meaning comes. But so this becomes my way of kind of journaling, right, or therapy, whatever you want to call it, right? So that's kind of how I came to songwriting. And then I made a pact with myself, and I said, okay, well, if this is where I feel the most like me, then this is what I have to do. And it probably means I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'll be 65 years old and I'll be playing at Joe's Crab Shack on the North Shore, Massachusetts, and that's okay. But there wasn't going to be a plan B, because I thought that if there was a plan B, I might take a plan B. And so that was how I came into it. What was your second question?
How do you like overcome writer's block?
So I have a hard time thinking about it like that, because I never quite. We are working so hard and we are on the move so much. There's not. I think a lot of songwriters try to like sit down and write, and that's just never been how I write songs. I always have somewhere between 5 and 20 pieces of songs bubbling, and it's constants every day, every day, and when I have moments when I can think about those songs, driving, walking. More now, I'm able to do that without the guitar, because I can hear the guitar parts in my head, and I know I'll be able to play them, right? But sometimes it's a lot slower than others. So that might be the closest that I get to writer's block. And the way that I try to do it, the way that I try to overcome that, it's a little bit painful. I try to say, like, okay, how do I expose myself? How can I make myself really, really vulnerable and uncomfortable right now in my writing and what I want to say? or if I'm trying to say something in the context of a song and I just can't find the right words, oftentimes a trick that I do is I say, okay, what do I mean? What do I want to say here? Right? Like the song has to get from point A to point C, and you've gotten to point B and you're stuck and you need to get to point C right now. What do I want to happen between B and C? Whether it's a story or whether it's just an emotional journey that the song's taken. And then I put the words down without thinking about the poetry. All right? Just put the words down without thinking about the poetry. And I sing the lines without worrying about the words. And I just try and get that down. And if I can figure out what I want to say, that's only a matter of time. It'll happen sooner or later. But I rarely am like, okay, I'm going to write today, and I've got a blank piece of paper, and I can't think about what I want to write about. Because to me, we all live these lives with crazy emotional roller coasters. And so, you know, if you're going to be a songwriter and you want to write real, then just tap into the roller coaster. You got to find a way to express what you're experiencing on the roller coaster. That was a really long answer for just one question. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
What do you see as like the most challenging part about creating a brand that is you?
It's a really good and fucked up question. Question was, what were some of the biggest challenges towards creating a brand for myself? That the brand is me. I'm still trying to work on that. Really, it's so hard. I mean, it's one of the most messed up things about being an artist. Your art, this thing that is totally the opposite of corporate, has to be its own business. So it has to be a brand. I mean, branding is a corporate term. We're putting it on the thing that's supposed to be the opposite of that, right? And so every artist comes up against this, and man, I am really, really jealous. There are some artists that really just are dialed in to what their brand is. I opened for ZZ Top the other day. You old enough to know who they are?
I was gonna say, don't be offended. He says it to me all the time.
Yeah. Do you know who ZZ Top is?
No, I don't.
Riley doesn't know who ZZ Top is. But that's okay, because she's, you know, I listened to my first Billie Eilish with Riley, so we have a trade. Yeah, who I think is badass, by the way. An incredible writer, who is totally writing real, like totally gets me. Not like she understands me. I mean, her writing like gets me in the thing. I don't know. I've been playing music. I mean, I'll just be super honest. I've been playing music for 20 years, and it hasn't been a fairy tale. And I try to be as real and raw in my writing, in my being an artist as I can be. But there's a lot of things that I'm really shitty at. Things like creating a brand. Things like, you know, you have to have good pictures of yourself. You know, that's really hard for me. You have to have an organized website with all your stuff. You have to have, I mean, there are just so many things that you need to have and like stuff like font and logo and all of that stuff needs to mesh, and that's a huge part of having a cohesive brand. Now, what I will say is there is a definite, I feel like from day one, and this would be a good question to talk to some of the people who've been following me for 10 years that are in this backyard, right? But I feel like the underground people that have somehow discovered us in their grassroots way have connected deeply, because the mission for me is to be as honest as I can be. And so we're kind of like, sometimes I think about us as like the club that doesn't have the sign in the front of the door. And you know, the problem is when you're a club that doesn't have a sign in the front of your door, you better be a really, really cool club, right? I don't know about that with us, but we certainly have this underground, amazing community of people that are so deeply connected to who we are. But you know, I could probably use a lesson in branding myself. But when in doubt, I try to just be as honest and real as I can be. When in doubt, sometimes that serves me, and I think sometimes that probably has hurt us in the past as well. Yeah.
How did you meet and form your band?
Whoa. In 20 years, there's been a whole lot of different musicians who've played with me. This group that I'm playing with right now, these artists, first of all, they're total alcoholics. As Poche just stole my whiskey. I'm just kidding. They're not alcoholics. They're actually, as rock bands go, we're pretty tame, as a matter of fact. But I've been playing with Poche on bass for about 5 years now. Alex for maybe 12 years. Karina for 10 years. And all three of them, over the years, I've met at auditions. And in the Boston world, in New England, I mean, it's a little bit, I think, maybe different than Alabama in that just there are so many different states all squished together, and there's a lot of musicians, and there are a lot of cities, and there's bigger populations. And so, you know, both Poche, Karina, and Alex came to auditions super prepared, and they blew me away, and they've been my bandies ever since, all three of them. So that's how I came to play with them. Yeah. What was that? Why are you thanking me? Oh, are you kidding me? If somebody comes to an audition prepared, unprepared, fuck that. I got too much stuff to do. I got too many to go. There's too many people there's too many things I gotta do. It's too hard. I'm trying to do the hardest thing that there is to do in the universe, I think. And I can't have a team around me that isn't working super hard. They don't have to work as hard as me, but they have to know what they're doing. They have to come prepared, and they have to know their stuff. Absolutely. Yeah. My necklace? And this maybe ties into some branding, right? No, my wife Allie made this for me about 15 years ago. And she was really into this amazing artist named Alexander Calder, who used to run with George O'Keeffe back in the day. And she was making jewelry and metalwork sculptures. And one day she gave this to me, and I'd never worn any jewelry before. And I was like, babes, that's super beautiful, but that's like a little bit like 0 to 60 right off the bat. It's like a serious thing. And I started wearing it, and then I wore it all the time, and then I didn't feel like myself when I wasn't wearing it. And then one day, it showed up on Alex's drum. Did you see that? Yeah. You see that it's there? And then it started showing up on our T-shirts, and so, and it's that we get that question every single day. I wish there was a deeper meaning to it, but it's just something I love, and I've been wearing, and it's become a big part of become part of our brand. It's a good way to get it. It's a good way to brand yourself. It branded me, that's right. Totally. Are there any other questions before we take a break? Is there anyone else that wants to ask anything? All right. Well, I had a great time getting to talk a little bit about this stuff. It's not usually something I get to do at a concert. So why don't we take 5, and then we'll come back and we'll play some more music, okay?
That's what I'm hoping, yeah.
we could also just not shine the lights right on.
Who's selling?
No. I mean, I guess that's
On poster.
Cash only.
And then not that good. I've ever seen one here. Carol's.
Adam, we got folks wanting to purchase merch.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell them that we'll do that at the
I
end?
am just fixing a light right now, and let me see if I can get.
Hey Alex. Yeah. Can you help some folks with some t-shirts?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
I didn't even see you there. Thank you.
What did it look like? It was just a box?
There was a little box of lights, little spotlights.
Oh, ours?
Yeah, yours.
Okay. I don't know where it went, but I'll find it.
I'd love to steal one from you.
Oh yeah, like I mean,
There was a little box of them that was out on
Yeah.
the edge of the
There was a
floor.
box. I don't know what.
You guys
didn't
didn't.
do
You
anything
guys
with
didn't
it,
do
so
anything with them.
it-
Okay.
So y'all
Is it-
probably still have them somewhere. There's one here. There's one here. If you need to move
No, I'm
those.
looking for the box of them.
Yeah,
I
need
know
new
where
ones.
Those ones that are on already.
And Adam, those can be any color you want.
We have them hooked up to like an Alexa app.
Where could it be?
What are y'all looking for?
A box of spotlights. This is the reason the universe gave me this house, was so I would have this space to do this with. This one night, this is it.
Look, even though it's freaking 1,000 degrees,
We're still having those
And your house is freezing, so that also makes it better.
well, you know,
Come out here to warm up.
I needed a place to go back into that would be cool. I don't know why the tiki torches won't stay lit. It's so weird.
the wicks are just being really weird.
Maybe if we turn the wicks upside down next time. Like the wick that has been
Okay.
soaking.
So gladly
We're
confirming them.
gonna keep. You can tell the gatherers. We'll keep them on.
Extra for the dark pretty ones too that weren't like the light colored ones. So.
Tell
Yes! Alright.
them. You can tell them.
Yeah.
Are they like buying stuff?
Nikki, this is Regina. Regina's up on our wall in the studio.
Hey, it's so funny how it's like,
Did we find them?
I don't know.
You're on the cover of the roll. Yeah, they found them.
They found them.
Okay. Okay. Did
Somebody came up to me and said,
That's cool.
Adam,
Yeah.
did you get your Jameson?
I did get my
Okay.
Jameson. Thank you very much.
see, he's talking about being raw and real. He's talking about being raw and real right now. Okay, I think I got some of them to stay, so hopefully the wind don't blow too quick. I don't know, I'm trying.
Idiots.
It's when you're about to tap it. I'll tap it in this place. Seems like a picture.
Well,
Are you going in?
I'm still waiting. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's wonderful. I'm glad that we didn't go overboard.
I didn't know what to pick. Because I wasn't here for like
10
a
pounds of each, and I was like, oh god, no!
For 50 people. For 50. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. others here, okay?
Welcome to the real me. Look, I've been harping on pork.
Eat a taco, baby.
Eat a taco. I've been harping on pork now, so you need to understand that the Southern mama in me wants to be like, sit on the face. But I understand. You want to
I wasn't sure how to make
Hi, ladies.
we
I'm
talk.
real
I'm
sweaty. Yes. Oh my gosh. So nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Everybody always says she'll sing her dad.
Well, I haven't seen your dad.
Back in the day,
that's
I would
what they
take them
always
out to,
say,
I would take them
yeah.
out to eat, and waitresses would say, "They must look like their dad." I'm like,
How old are you? 16?
just turned 14 on Saturday.
Very talented young man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I bet you I'm older than you are.
I have a question, but I didn't want to ask because I'm not a musician.
Sure.
But
Oh my gosh.
I used to dream about these.
Yes.
But I'd never played
I told
them.
her this too.
Around a little bit
Yesterday,
from time to
literally,
time.
yesterday, I sent her the
Yeah.
picture of my house, and I was like, I would love
I've
for you to
never
do one of these for
taken
me.
the
I
time
did
to
it
put
in
in
a
the
couple
work
weeks
and
at
the
least.
practice because I
And she did it in like a day. Look, it's on my record player. It looks so freaking good.
And I
Like,
kind
it
of
just
squashed
about
my
cried when I
dream
pulled it down her back.
before I ever conceived.
But oh
It's
my
been a
gosh.
rocky road for us. I've been married and
You don't want to
divorced
commit
twice
yourself. I
and
get
this
it.
and
I
that.
get
And
it.
I've played around in little
What if
singing
you don't get it?
competitions. I know about Corey Smith. He probably wouldn't remember me if I threw a dime at him.
Okay.
It's so special to me to be able to have this.
I grew up
moment
on Lake
because,
Martin.
Okay.
You know, I've
and
struggled. You know, like
I've been
so
around
many
a lot of
people, you know.
talented musicians, and I've always tried to get in with people to collaborate my talents and my music writing skills. I'm a
Look at this check.
lyricist by nature.
I know. It's
But
amazing.
I'm
very,
ignorant
very
when it comes to how
I made Marisa get up and do the intro because I'm like, I'll cry. I'll cry.
I
Like, I'll
reach
start
out
just
to
bawling.
different people.
They have beautiful voices.
Trying to
They're
think
shy and they don't
of
sing, but they have beautiful
Joey
voices.
Gettings. Are you familiar with the
I
Joey
don't.
Gettings?
No, it needs to be
Kyle Wilkers.
Are they song? But you can just tell me. Is Joey Gettings a songwriter that is a famous songwriter?
They're artists. They perform. They do little bits here and there.
Okay.
I can't wait for your
around,
side.
Awesome.
Alabama.
Yeah.
But every time I reach out to them to try to just get some guidance and like, 'cause I want to sing a little bit. Like,
I'm
I'm
Marisa.
not trying to be like all big
Nice
and
to
bad
meet
or nothing,
you.
but
I love
you
it.
know, it's
Marisa. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
I've kind of gotten out of it, like, for real, just like I said, focus so much on pursuing my life.
It's my favorite corner of the internet. That's amazing.
What would you do? I'm still ready to sing sometimes.
I mean,
I
I'm
would try to dust off that keyboard and put together a song or two, and then play them at some open mics. Because you'll meet the other musicians in the area at the open mics that are doing stuff, and then I'd start trying to do some songwriting myself. I think it's a great idea. You got the right idea, networking and stuff like that. It's hard with working musicians because they're hustling so much. Not all of them have time to do extra songwriting. But, you know, there are a lot of great songwriters around here, and there are a lot of great musicians. And, you know, if you show that you're doing the work and writing songs and sharing those songs, they'll want to do stuff with you and collaborate. That'd be, you know, that's where I would start at least. When I started playing music, I started playing open mics. And that's how I started doing it. Singing in front of people. It's scary as fuck, yeah? Or is it not scary for you? It was scary for me when I started.
It depends on the crowd, I guess. Depends on the energy. Depends on my preparation.
But if it's what you love to do, and for songwriters, if songwriting is what inspires you, I always tell people write 100 songs. I write so many songs. I love to write. The only way to get to be a great songwriter is to write lots and lots of songs. I've never met a songwriter who hasn't had to write 100 songs.
I've done a few like freestyle with different styles before, and that was fun. But it always like goes off or something happened where we never pursued it together. seems like a lot of derailing has happened over the last few years.
It's rare.
There are a lot of talented
It's different than everything
musicians
else you
and
do.
guitar players around here.
But
So,
it's also like
you know, and even if you're just looking for someone to write with, going to an open mic, even if you're not ready to perform yet, meeting some of the musicians there, going up and saying, hey, I want to get together and try and write something.
the band is
You're welcome.
it's called
Good
Ball
talking to you.
So like it's just like they
Can I get your autograph for like the billionth time ever? And out of
I'm going to trade you.
Oh, I'm
Take
sorry.
that pen.
It doesn't. I get a green
Okay.
or
I know. I drink Jameson because of you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Another story for
You know it. And remember, I'm your favorite groupie ever, Mary Noel. Yeah, of course. And I bought sweatpants that I'm going to wear to your concert tomorrow, and a shirt, and tomorrow I'm going to buy a hat. I saved $20 to buy a hat. So then I'm going to be like, whole, like, comp running to go. Yeah, I'm going to be good to go. And I got to get Aaron's trying to pull up your
Latin backyard. That's it.
Oh, I got them all. I'm good. Except for you.
Oh, is that right?
Not you. Okay, we're going to get all to 5. Are you okay if I just sit there?
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah, bigger bands, like musicians who have one of these as monitors, like Cabinet King. Musicians who have one of these and one of these. So you mix your, you know, I want to hear more of this, more of this, every time. Or smaller or Bosco.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's another
It works
fabulous.
great for us.
it started off when I was just doing the one where
That's part of the
her hand went in a great way for those situations.
the logo is based off of her name. I've only saw this was the one I heard. I believe it is like it's a thing all of its own.
So this one, the Maria, is on
I want to say something like that.
but it's got
Okay, you're right.
Just get them all. Oh yeah. That fabric plus right? Yeah. Right. He doesn't care.
I didn't find anything to wear. I found like 7 outfits.
For tonight? Yeah. Let your hair but I forgot about it. I was gonna wear it, and then I forgot about it.
You're gonna snore? I knew that dress would look cute on you.
It looks I think they're in. There you go. 3, 5, 6, 8. Those are the ones. I'm serious.
I have this too, but like, I mean, I have like the funny ones.
So I got the ones I haven't got yet. I've got all the these are the ones I haven't got.
When I put it on, she goes, that looks good, baby. She goes, that looks like the smoke good. Like it was meant for you. And I was like, okay.
No, or I knew that you could still wear it. I've had it.
Yeah, it's the one I wore.
Oh, God, it's a your name again. Aaron Noel. Yeah.
It was a little more fitted. No, it's not like.
Oh, my last name is Aaron Noel Bland. I'm a double. I'm sure I'm double name space. Double Noel dress.
Did y'all see the picture she painted of my house?
Aaron Noel. And this is like from not don't get me. I didn't know. And she's Aaron Black. It's on the river. I'll show you.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
So
I looked at it and
yesterday.
I sent her a picture of my house yesterday.
I needed to. Wow. I thought it was just like recent. Yeah, that's amazing. Was my mother's sister. Her and I became like best friends. Patty met.
Okay.
Yeah. And she was big around
So, she does the consultation calls.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then I do all the communication. So number one, always a resource.
And I didn't
number two, Colors for the Region, and Montgomery Pride United. Colors for the Region is specifically for youth and young adults. And then
and the way that she spoke.
we're still we're working on the young adult thing. But we have, and then Montgomery Pride United is the.
And I'm holding it.
Okay, yeah.
And we go to Magic City and
And she was,
Emily, were you hitting her phone behind you?
Where's that list?
we are the EBs. We need to take a
They're
selfie.
triplet.
No, we need to take a selfie of the EBs.
EB.
Will you take a picture of the EBs? Please take a picture of the EBs.
See, I'm gonna think about now outside some gathering.
EB cuties. EB cuties.
Really? Oh wow. I remember. Wow.
Fabulous. I'm pretty sure they're
Sometimes they start three.
I think they're all fabulous.
Precious dummy. Oh, that's so good. Yo, I want to check the date of that concert. That was
And
a
we're
year ago.
sweating. It's like after sex. We have that fresh sex look. Okay.
You have that sweaty glow.
Yes.
That's the longest breakup scene they haven't taken ever.
I'm gonna go put this down so it doesn't get it, and I'm gonna take a picture with the drummer.
Lighten up a little bit. But I would, I mean, and there's three siblings. My grandmother,
I'm a PhD student, so I can hold 3 people in my back seat when you're right. I'm serious, so just let me know. And I will definitely try. Well, we'll get them back.
As long as he does it well.
Last minute, we're
You're watching you.
How's everybody doing, okay? Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
Could you unmute us?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There it is. There we are. Thanks for being a patient backyard audience, and especially you gatherers. You hung out for those of you who are still online. Yeah, they just hung out online during that. That was a longer break than we usually take, but there were a lot of people and a lot of good conversations to have in this backyard. So thanks for your patience, and for those of you I got to talk to and hang out. That goes for the rest of the bandies too. You know, we're fun to hang with. So let's play some more music for a little while. I'm gonna leave this city of rats and hustlers, where they can keep their parties and lights. I'm gonna buy me a plot of land out in the desert. Yeah. Raise a pig, cook it up nice, and eat it. You and me, baby. Let's throw the engine down. Think of me, you and me, baby. Let's get out of this town. Well, I'm gonna buy me a van with the biodiesel. I'll put a bed and a stove in the back. I'm gonna find me a little town out on the prairie, hang with the people that the news don't track. Think about you and me, baby. Let's throw the engine down. Think about you and me, baby. Let's get out of this town. You've got a style that come on like a hurricane when you got a spark that lights the fire that never ends. And in the times when hope is gone, you give me the strength to carry on. I know our path is long, but I believe you got a light. Rise up like the dawning restless day. You got a voice when there are no words to say. Yet through everything you do, you know I'll be watching out for you. I know our path is true, 'cause I believe in the strength of one. I believe in a change to come. I believe there's never been an easy way. I will walk through the wind and the rain, and I know you will do the same, 'cause I believe. Yeah, I'll stand with you now. When your heart beats in a crowd, I'll stand with you now. Your soul, it screams out loud. Yet through everything you do, I'll be watching out for you. I know our path is true, 'cause I believe. I believe in the strength of one. I believe in a change to come. I believe there's never been an easy way. We'll walk through the wind and the rain, and I know you will do the same, 'cause I believe. I will stand on the top of the mountain, so raise my hand to the fire. I will not back out of the cover. I will not back down from the fight. I will make my voice a hurricane, set my soul alive. I will not stop, I will not stop, I will not stop, 'cause I believe. No, I believe, yeah. I believe in the strength of one. I believe in a change to come. I believe that there's never been an easy way. I will walk through the wind and the rain, and I know you will do the same, 'cause I believe. I believe, yeah. I believe. For you first timers, have you met our sound engineer yet? That's Riley Shea on the soundboard. Not only, I mean, it ain't the easiest thing to just kind of show up and figure out how to make a backyard sound pretty nice, you know, or, you know, and every backyard is different. If we're in a backyard, or, you know, another night we might be in a theater, and then another night we might be at a festival, and every single night Riley's job completely changes. I mean, one part is the same, you know, try her best to make the band sound good, but it's almost like the tools change every single night. So she's got an interesting job, especially with this band, where we play so many crazy different places. So that's Riley on the soundboard, but and it occurs to me that you have met 2 out of the 3 musicians I share the stage with. You met Karina on the fiddle, and you met Poche on the bass, but you have yet to meet Alex Martin on the drums, and so we're gonna play a song right now called "Scandal." That is. Da-na-na, yeah. Well, now Buck to Johnny sent a letter to the Globe, said the governor's at it again. Said I saw him twice last week with this girl Monique, while his wife's at the docks getting thin. He's in league with the mob kickbacks, every job got him all out in charge of the dig. And his drug cartel is sure doing well, runs it all through the priests and the pigs. And if you don't print my story, I'll go somewhere else. All of the things I saw, cause it's a scandal, the residence. Make it look cool daytime. Scandal, not the residence. Make it look cool daytime. Well, now Jean at the Globe, she got Johnny's letter in her mouth, puckered up at the seams. You see, stories is huge at the Standard for news. She been living out her hopes and her dreams. She sent her right down to print where a mole named Clint soaked it in through his bloodshot eyes. He called Joe from McNews, who pissed in his shoes and sent it out over the wires. Before 4 o'clock that afternoon, everybody had a flapping jaw. Cause it's a scandal, the residence. Regular coup d'etat. Scandal, not a residence. A regular coup d'etat. It's a scandal. Well, now me and the boys, we were down at Sully's drinking after a day in the pits. McNews on the screen, our foreman Dean chaps, that ain't that the gov in the mix. Hey man, I voted for that lousy SOB, and we all shot a can of clowning in bars and homes all around all the neighboring towns. The same ugly scene went down. We better march on the Capitol, show them we're not as dumb as they think we are. Cause it's a scandal, the residence, like a coup d'etat. Scandal now, the residence, the regular coup d'etat. Scandal, child. Well, the governor stood in his office, white tea, silk suit, looking down at the scene on the street. We'd all come out holding signs and shouting the governor's a crook and a cheat. Just then a lackey burst in with a desperate grin. He said, what we gonna do now, chief? Well, the gov just lit up a pipe, said it'll be alright. We'll call the National Party for relief. Man, in 2 weeks' time, now I this all cleaned up without so much as a hammer or a haul. Cause it's a scandal, the residence, regular coup d'etat. Scandal, the residence, the regular coup d'etat. Well, the next day flew by, the party thugs arrived with their wrists handcuffed to their files. Said we got a 3-prong attack to get you back on track, and the gov flashed a glistening smile. First we'll slander this buck-tooth Johnny guy, and you're gonna roll out a tax cut plan, then we'll help redistrict. Just so hardly no one will know, but we'll never lose elections again. Meanwhile, you better toe the party line, or by next year's time, you'll be a community professor of law. Cause it's a scandal, residence, regular coup d'etat. It's a scandal, residence, regular coup d'etat. It's a scandal. Come on, Alex, what you got? Fucking verse, hold on 1 second. Well, now some may have guessed and others detest this throwing putters out like a match. We all had to gulp, shovel, talk show, pulp down the sordid proverbial hatch. And Buck-Tooth Johnny, who started it all, he got a dose of the yo what for. They say they caught him online committing the crime of consorting with terrorists and whores. But he just signed a deal on a book called Squeal. It'll be featured on Oprah this fall. Cause it's a scandal, residence, regular coup d'etat. Scandal, not a residence, a regular coup d'etat. And meanwhile, Joe from McNews won a Pulitzer for his outstanding work in the fields. To keep his reputation clean, he had to pay signed her up to a 6-figure deal. Presidential run for the gov gets improved to the thugs who can show play a mid-game of ball. And for those that ain't rich, we're still back in the pits, overwhelmed by the blur of it all. Yeah, we'll get $50 back off of next year's taxes, spend it on whiskey and chaw. Meanwhile, the school downtown gets its budget cut down, ripped out with the serpent-like claw. And if you're looking for truth, well, you can set up a booth, peddle anything that cuts like a saw. 'Cause it's a scandal, where's that? Making the coup d'etat. Scandal now, where's that? Making the coup d'etat. It's a scandal, where's that? The making the coup d'etat. It's a backdoor deal, it's a flim flam, it's things that you ain't say quite a scandal. I'm not sure what that was. One person's talent is another person's chaos, I believe. All right, well, we're gonna play. We're gonna switch it up right now. We're gonna play a song that's gonna feature Karina on some vocals. Yeah, that's it. That's old school Carol, you know. I wrote this on my first time on tour as a musician, and let's put the term tour in quotations for tonight. I basically called every bar and bookstore and coffee shop up and down the coast of California and asked them if I could show up and play music for a little while. If I was lucky, they would give me a free coffee or a beer to play. But I was basically living out of my car. I just knew that I needed court time. I knew that I needed time playing for people. I knew I just needed to log miles and hours on a microphone, learning how to build up calluses to playing. And I did not realize how hard that is to do and how hard it would be. You know, I think that we have a notion that if there's a great musician out there, people want to listen. But that's not true. You could take a great musician and you could put him in a busy subway station. People still have to get to work, and so they're going to walk by that musician. And there are a lot of people that need to be told, hey, this is special. You should pay attention to this.
That's what we
This
did
is really
tonight.
special. But you know, if you saw us, for you first timers, maybe if you saw us busking on the side of a sidewalk, right? You wouldn't get to take this 3-hour journey that we're on with us, and you would get a very different. You wouldn't get the same story, right?
Right.
So while I was on my first tour, my goal was I'd be playing in a coffee shop or a bookstore, and I'd be like, okay, well, here's my goal. During this next song, I'm going to see if I can get one person in this room to tap their foot in time to the song while they're doing the other thing that they're focusing on. That was how that started. It was a pretty lonely way to start. And it birthed some cool songs. And it helped me learn about myself. strongest people hurt the most. No matter what they do, or dance, or think, or say, there's California rising up from the coast. In my dreams and in my head,
It's alright, there'll be other times. California's just another dream of mine. Ooh, they come and they go so slow.
well, I think that if I walk the straightest line that I can, I will only think of how much straighter it should be. And there's the thought of California in my hand. I will grip it tight and carry it close to me.
It's alright, there'll be other times. California's just another dream of mine. Ooh, they come and they go so slow.
Sometimes I wish that I could think in words, except for all the times that I don't have to speak. And I see California laced in colored swirls, showing me the parts of me that will be weak.
It's alright, there'll be other times. California's just another dream of mine. Ooh, they come and they go so slow.
Sometimes I wish that I could. California's just another. No, no. Sometimes I wish that I could so slow. Sometimes I wish. Oh. I didn't forget about you. But before we play that request, we're gonna play the dirtiest, nastiest song that we know. So for you first timers that have been brave enough to hang out in this backyard for this many hours,
I have mentioned earlier tonight that we are from Boston, Massachusetts, and it really was not until many years into our career we started to get offers to tour down south below the Mason-Dixon. It was a big moment for us. But I would get this question after every single show. People would say, man, where's your Boston accent? So I decided to come up with a proper response to that particular question in song format. Now the problem is, in order to sing in a Boston accent proper, more often than not it requires the use of a whole lot of naughty words. So before we start, as is tradition when I'm with a bunch of first-timers, we ask this important question. Does anybody object to hearing harsh language? If you do, for the next 3.5 minutes, you can go fuck yourselves. There's a little tune we like to call The Devil Came Up to Him. I fucked up the words already. I didn't even get past the title. There's a little tune we like to call The Devil Went Up to Boston. The devil came into Boston. He was looking for some balls to break. He just got in from Quincy where he'd rained out a lobster bake. At the Copley T-shirt kid, sound on a fiddler, smoking a butt. The devil jumped up on a globe dispenser and said, dude, let me tell you what. I bet you didn't know it, kid, but I can fucking strum. You may think you're all hot shit, you're just a fucking bum. I've rocked all the hot spots from the garden to the wang. I'll bet a lotto card at a pack of bonds that you can't fucking hang. Kid said, my name's Sully, and you're a stupid fact. But if you want a party, I'm game to earn a back. Sully rosin up your boat, play your fiddle hard. Shit's going down in Boston and the devil deals in cards. You could win a lotto card and pack a Marlboros, but if you lose, the devil gets your soul. The devil opened up his case, he said, I'll fucking start. Fire shot from his fingertips, damn that shit was hot. The screech across the streets, it got the subway cops all pissed. Then the Dropkick Murphys showed up and it sounded something like this. Sully said, great job, but I hear that shit like every hour. I'm gonna rip it up now, then you can take a fucking shower. Put out in the harbor, watch out, sailor. Bringing in steamers in a Boston whaler. Cocked in Metapan, stealing a truck. Yuppies in Southie, what the fuck? Shouted pisser cause he'd know he'd just been tossed. He started chugging vodka to surfing up the loss. Sully shouted, devil, come on back if you ever want to press your luck. I told you once you had on, you're a wicked stupid fuck. Well, I was telling some of the folks during the break about our start, my start in Boston, and how I for 10 or so years I rented out a nasty little unfinished basement for like $200 a month in rent, and so we've had a handful of requests for this song tonight, which is an old school song, which makes me happy to play. But it is, you know, I wrote a lot of my favorite songs to this day down in that basement. So this is a song about me writing a song in the basement. It's called The Basement Song, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna tune my guitar a little bit better. I think now, for those of you who've been listening to this song for a number of years, you know that I change up the last verse every handful of years. So this will be a new last verse for you, probably. I don't know. Let's go down in the basement, did him renting for the time. Streets outside are quiet, 3 more hours till the grind. When alarms will sound in unison, the sleepy town will rise to start another day with neither fanfare nor surprise. And the weather will be overcast, then it'll turn to rain. Folks will secretly be happy for the excuse to complain, but the rain will sound like symphonies cascading off the towns. Victorian rows of angles, then the drops come rolling down. And my day was thought of soggy shoes upholstered to my feet as I stumbled to the corner store to get something to eat. The cute girl at the register with a smile as if to say, ain't we both in this together then? She'll send me on my way, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And there with the shiny shoes, he'll be at Old Town Hall. His brother, chief of police, gets truants at the mall. And mothers with their babies, off to daycare to work. I'll be heading to the alleys, cause that's where the poets lurk. And I'll be seeing things in harmony, smelling them in rhyme. Yeah, you know the kind of day you can sing within the times. The conflict then will rise. Do I choose to concentrate on all the things I love, or try to fix the things I hate? Cause the Americans dig our sitcoms, music, ball games, and french fries. And our teachers, they need raises, and our schools, they need supplies. Zero to the spirit, goes the will to carry on. And the moon that takes the sun around the earth to bring the dawn. Hey, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and this virus has us down and out, but Joe is on the case. The vaccines or the variants, which ones will win the race? And I'm down in the basement, trying to contemplate the fact a million neighbors gone now, and they ain't coming back. Conspiracies are everywhere, we're bursting at the seams. Crazier each day, like falling deeper in a dream. But we will keep on gathering, one day at a time. We'll prove that we are stronger yet than all of it combined. But 100 years from now, all our troubles will be gone. We'll be searching out new planets after fucking up our own. We'll pick us out a winner, plant a sturdy flag, and then chip up a few religions and do it all over again. Yeah, yeah.
You're sweet like a melon, sly like a felon. I've been watching you dance all night. This party's slowing, heavy going. Wanna warm me inside. The stars are out, it's a perfect sky. What if we only every night? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for the night time. But you and me to stop this run around now. Let your hair fall down. Now let your hair fall down. I'm a whiskey drinker, yeah, late night thinker. I've been wanted to figure, yeah. A lot of tea with my honey, and I do not have much money, but I can show you a nice surprise. The world's as big as we can dream. What if we only every night? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for that time. But you and me and stop this run around and let your hair fall down. Let your hair fall down. In the main and new glamours, my tattered rags and such. Look at you all dressed in white. In the main night running your paperwork, I'ma get your bag. What if we only had tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I won't wait for the night time. You and me to stop this run around. What if we only had tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for the night time. You and me to stop this run around. Let your hair fall down. 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 Let it fall down. Thank you very much. Okay, well, let me tell you how this night is going to unfold. Okay? So for you gatherers online, we're going to play two more. We're going to play two more songs for you. For you gatherers online. And after we finish that second song, after we finish that second song, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get down to the roots of my favorite thing about music, which is hanging out on a slightly humid summer evening with good people in a backyard and just being unplugged and hanging out for a little while. Okay, we're just gonna unplug and we're gonna sit on that stoop right there, as a matter of fact, and we're gonna circle up and then we're gonna finish playing acoustic a little bit tonight because it's too good back here to not dig into that. So We're gonna play. This is I had a couple requests for this song as well. This is one called "Hippie Girl." Hippie girl, she don't like socks. She keep her hand jewelry in a handmade box. She got the nappy head beneath the torn bandana. She like Jonah Mitchell and the old Santana. But suppose to the left and she dance to the right. She's the one that makes me feel alright. Come on, the tongue cuts like a brother. She's sending love to another. Try to run for the cover, but it don't take long until I'm sinking back like a window. She light me up like a candle. I drink it down like a handle. I'm a goner. Hey, hippie girl live in a shack on a hill, up in the mountain where the world is still. She get all the best green from a farm down the road. I need a creek in the hollow where the cops don't go. But suppose to the left, she dance to the right. She is the one to keep me up all night. Come on, the tongue crooks like a brother. She said the love on another. Not trying to run for the cover, put it on that long until I'm sneaking back like a vandal. She light me up like a candle. I drink it down like a handle. Yeah, I'm a goner. Hey, come on now. Patchouli. 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 Vegan burrito. Shave nothing cause it ain't a style. If you go to the mountain, plan to stay a while. Weave you a belt and take you down. been an honor to hang out in this tiny little backyard with y'all. Thank you so much. Can we give it up for our badass hosts for putting us here? Thank you, girls. Thank you both so much. I mean, you deserve for my guitar to be in better tune than it is for this song.
I'm just glad you all got to experience this. The magic that is Adam Ezra.
We are going to be in Cloverdale tomorrow night, and we're not going to be repeating too much music, so if you feel like coming and hanging out, you're welcome to. I believe that Rick and Elizabeth have set up is it a free concert tomorrow night? It's a free concert, so you can just show up and hang out with us if you want. Cafe Louisa in Cloverdale.
Yes! I'll be there. Y'all come on. Come on. Second show in a row.
6 o'clock. 6 to 8. Shap. Ish. Shapish. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our back. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the science of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to them, good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. For these moments pass lightly and won't come again. May our lives all burn bright right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Come on, raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to them, good company. Here's to the future, here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow, let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one early, this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. To you gatherers online, please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And we'll see you soon. Cheers. Cheers, y'all.